Generalfeldmarschall Erich von Manstein.
War, if it is to be waged at all, must serve an end. It must be an instrument of policy, guided by a political aim that is attainable by military means. Where this principle dies, war becomes only slaughter in search of a cause. I learned this lesson in the worst school, not by reading, but by watching plans dissolve into ruin. In my lifetime, I watched Germany commit that error at Stalingrad. Men were held in a ruin for prestige rather than purpose. The fighting there was Rattenkrieg, a rat war, cellar against cellar, street against street, men reduced to scavengers in the rubble. Prestige devoured units, and appetite for symbolism devoured the nation. That army perished. The nation paid the price. Now, I hear voices across the ocean that speak lightly of civil war in America. They speak as if they summon heroes and banners, as if 1861 can be relived in 24th fight. Such talk masks a profound blindness. Modern conflict is not a pageant of muskets. In a state like the United States, civil war is not war in any useful sense. It is collective suicide. Nuclear weapons change the arithmetic of political violence. America holds warheads enough to erase cities and to poison the future of generations. The question is not only who fires them, but who controls them when institutions erode. A detonation on American soil is not a victory, it is extinction. Beyond warheads, the nation is threaded with nuclear reactors, civilian furnaces that keep light and life running. Strike one in anger or leave it unmanned in chaos, and you turn a region into a tomb to toy with internal conflict. When your homeland contains such fragile power is madness. Urban centers make new battlefields. The fighting of today is not fought in open fields, but in towers, tunnels, subways, apartments, where millions of civilians live and breathe. To fight for a city is to invite Rattenkrieg on a scale my generation could scarcely imagine. I saw how Stalingrad consumed armies block by block. Now picture that not in a single ruined city, but in many great metropolises simultaneously. Picture supply lines severed, hospitals silent, water fouled. There is no triumphant aftermath, only the slow rot of society. And then there are those who would watch from abroad when a great power divides itself. Foreign rivals do not need to launch grand campaigns. They exploit, they infiltrate, they sit like wolves at a broken fence. My campaigns were undone by overstretch and by enemies taking advantage of our error. A fractured America would invite the same, with rivals expanding influence while the giant bleeds inward. Leadership matters. I fought under commanders who confused stubbornness with courage and prestige with purpose. That confusion killed armies. Today, talk of civil war often comes from men who prefer slogans to calculation and cruelty to counsel. Leaders who fan flames for factional gain will not be judged by banners, but by the corpses and the ruined cities their words produce. Conclusion is simple. Civil war in a nuclear, urban, interconnected state accomplishes nothing worth its cost. It is not strategy, but abdication of reason. A house divided might fall, but a house deliberately set afire leaves no foundations for rebuilding. What political objective could possibly be worth turning a nation into ash and radiation and disease? None, no cause redeems such ruin. If I may close with the bluntness that age and experience permit,
There is madness in longing for civil war, and there is betrayal in producing it. Strategy must serve life, not consign it. Any leader who speaks of civil slaughter in the shadow of reactors and warheads is not a statesman, but an arsonist.